Hello friends, so today we will be discussing another simple pendulum problem in which the simple pendulum is attached to a spring also. We have earlier seen how to solve a simple pendulum problem or to determine the natural frequency of a simple pendulum freely moving. So now it is attached to a spring. So we will see how to solve or determine the natural frequency of this system. For that, we know L is the length of the different parameters are given. L is the length of the string of the simple pendulum. M is the mass. A is the perpendicular distance from the fixed point to the point where the spring is attached on the string. Or you can call A as the eccentricity at which spring is attached on the string. And theta is a small angular displacement given. So to find it, we again the best method to use for simple pendulum problems, as we discussed earlier, was equilibrium method. Equili- Equilibrium method. So equilibrium method is nothing but Newton's second law, that is total force and moment will be equal to zero, or you can call it as inertia torque will be equal to external torque, or the sum of external torque. So we know for the pendulum to oscillate this theta in this direction, there will be an inertial torque in this direction, that will be equal to I times alpha, that is nothing but force times acceleration. F is equal to ma. M is equivalent to moment of inertia in rotation motion, and alpha is equivalent to acceleration. And this inertial torque will be in this direction, and there will be a resisting torque or external torque which is acting in this direction, which tends to keep the pendulum in a mean position. So these are the two forces acting, and in order to solve this, we have to consider the forces acting, and we know this M will have a self weight or weight acting in this direction, that is mg, and that mg will have two components, and one in horizontal direction, other one is in the line of direction of the string. This will be mg cos theta, this will be theta, and this will be mg sin theta. So since the cos theta component is acting along the line of action of string, that will not be acting for generating any inertia external torque. So we will be only considering the mg sin theta component. So, and here the additional component is this spring. So that spring will also have a displacement. Let's that be x. So if this is the displacement x, and for small oscillations theta, we can take, when theta is small, we can make two approximations. First one is sine theta will be approximately equal to theta, and we can take that x displacement as a times theta, which is the arc length. So these two approximation can be made, and so now we considering external force, and there will be two external force, as I said. One will be the mg sin theta component, other will be the spring force component. Mg cos theta will not act as external force because that is acting along the line of action of L. Or you can take, we are taking moment about this point O, because the mg cos theta is acting on the same line as that O, there will not be any moment, no perpendicular distance will be there. You can consider it like that also. So Et1 is equal to mg sin theta component, and the perpendicular distance is L, and we putting in this approximation sin theta equal to theta, we will get mg L times theta. That will be the first external torque, and the second external torque will be due to the spring. So that will be equal to spring force times perpendicular distance. So spring force, we know it's stiffness times displacement kx, and perpendicular distance is a, and we put in this approximation ax is equal to x is equal to a theta. So k times a times theta will be equal to a, or you can get it as k a square theta. So putting in this equation, inertia torque is equal to external torques. So I alpha is equal to minus mg L theta, because that will be acting in a opposite to the inertia torque, and minus k a square theta, and we can make it as I alpha plus mgl theta plus k a square theta is equal to 0. We know alpha is the angular acceleration, that will be second derivative of angular displacement theta with respect to time, so that can be represented as theta double dot. So I times theta double dot plus mgl, and theta is common in this both terms, so mgl plus ka square times theta equal to 0, or dividing by I we get theta double dot plus mgl plus ka square whole divided by I times theta equal to 0, and we know I is equal to ml square. So if you can substitute that, we will get theta double dot is equal to, so theta double dot plus mgl plus ka square divided by ml square whole multiplied by theta is equal to 0. So we know the equation of simple harmonic motion, that is theta double dot plus omega n square times theta is equal to 0. Let this be equation 2 and this be equation 1. So taking in 2 and comparing it with 1, we will get omega n square is equal to mgl plus ka square whole divided by ml square, and omega will be equal to root of that, and natural frequency will be equal to 1 over 2 pi times omega, that will be equal to mgl plus ka square divided by ml square. This will be the answer for your question, that is to determine the natural frequency of the system. So if you have been given with value for L, A, stiffness of spring K, and also the mass, then you can substitute, and theta also, and if that you can substitute in this equation. Theta is not required, so you can substitute in this equation along with the acceleration due to gravity, that is g 9.81, and you can determine the natural frequency in hertz. So I hope you have understood how to solve this. This is important problem, and this is also a problem asked in KTU April 2018. Please study it well. Thank you.